Welcome to Lesson 11, Part 2 on car payments. We will discuss in this video two critical areas. Number one, if you do not have the cash for a car, how can you get the best price and the best financing? And two, what can you do if you have negative equity in your car? You owe more than it is worth, and the high payment is killing you. Proverbs 13:11 says, "He who gathers money little by little makes it grow." Rick Warren says, "Money is a tool to be used. Use money and love people." If you love money, you will use people. Here are some tips to get the best price and the best financing so you will not be upside down. Tip number one, shop for your car using Kelley Blue Book or Edmunds and know the invoice price. My daughter Corey and her husband Ben purchased their 2011 Outback loaded for $900 under invoice and paid cash. Tip two, look into your bank or your credit union and get pre-approved for a car within your budget. Interest rates in 2011 with a good credit rating are around 4% on a new purchase. Remember, the average family does not want to spend more than 15% on all transportation costs to include payments, insurance, repairs, and gas. $4,000 net income, $600 for transportation. Good rule of thumb. Tip number three, if you put 20% down, your chances of being upside down are slim, providing you did not pay much over invoice or throw negative equity from your previous car into it. Tip number four, if you have another vehicle, do your best to sell it yourself. Salesmen love to give you the moon on your beater, but then roll that price into the next purchase. Tip number five, keep the loan to 3 years maximum and plan to keep it well past the loan so you can build an emergency or replacement fund. 3 years of putting away $450 a month is approximately $17,000. Now you can pay cash for your next car. Tip number six, make sure they are not rolling negative equity into the price of the new purchase. You must know what amount you are paying for the vehicle and the interest rate. Do your homework. Lastly, tip number seven, make sure you are not purchasing all the bells and whistles when sitting in the finance office. If purchasing new, you might think about getting gap insurance, but talk to your insurance agent. Our son Chris totaled a new Ford Focus less than a year after driving it off the lot. And because of gap insurance, he received a brand new vehicle. What can you do if you have negative equity in your car? You owe more than it's worth, and the high payment is stressing you out. 100% of individuals or families with 100% financed new vehicles, that means no down payment, are upside down when they drive off the lot. This is not really a bad thing if you can easily make the payment and your plan is to drive the new car for 10 years plus. The key is to keep the vehicle for at least 60% of the loan. Example, 3 of 5 years, and you should be okay. Here is a true story and solution for a young couple we recently spent some time with. They wanted a safe vehicle for their new child, so purchased a brand new Land Rover with a $700 monthly payment and over 72 months. This young couple took home just a little bit over $2,000 a month. Now, what salesman would do that? Many. After just 1 year, they had negative equity of $7,000 on this $45,000 Land Rover. What are their choices? My game plan to those in a similar situation. You cannot keep this car if the payment, $700 a month, is driving you to the poorhouse. Get a part-time job to bring in some extra money until you get this worked out. And then 3, sell the car. Borrow a couple thousand over what the negative equity is and buy a beater until you can pay off the difference. Example, you have a $700 car payment on a $45,000 vehicle and are $7,000 upside down. After you sell the car, you borrow $10,000 to pay off the negative equity, the $7,000. Then you purchase a $3,000 vehicle. Your payment for that $10,000 loan could be in around the $300 range for just 3 years. Learn from your mistakes, like Robin and I, and pledge to get out from under car payments forever. Connor, can you shoot and destroy this $450 car payment? Whoa, whoa, Tex. That was pretty cool, actually. Can you do that again in slow motion? I hear all the time, why should I pay off my car when I have 0% financing? Good question. Reason, risk. Our good neighbor in 1999 had $25,000 to purchase a new car, but because the dealer would not give him a better price, he took their 1% financing. He thought, I'll show them, and invested his $25,000 in a sure thing, a company called Exodus Communications. I Googled this company. Wow. Over the next couple of years, he saw his stock more than quadruple, and his car investment was now over $100,000. This company was based in Santa Clara, California, and grew revenues from $2 million to $5 billion in 5 years. At their height, they had over 4,500 employees and 46 data centers. He got a little greedy and hung on a little too long. In 2001, this company went broke, with many of its customers during the bursting of the dot-com bubble, and declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. He did get some of his $25,000 investment back, and finally paid off his car early. That was the last car he ever financed. Recently, he reduced his work schedule by 50%, but because he paid off his home last December, he is just fine. Best Christmas gift ever. Next week, you will not want to miss our game plan for dinks. Double income, no kids. Even though you may not be in that position yourself, we are sure you know of a couple that could use this advice. Here is the Debt-Free Squad Challenge of the Week. If you are upside down on your car and the payment is putting a huge strain on your family, then get your car ready to sell. Clean your vehicle inside and out. Gather all maintenance records, especially oil changes. Check the private party price on the internet with Kelley Blue Book, and then advertise it everywhere. Spread the word and sell your car. Leave a comment below if you destroyed your car payment.